Good morning. Today I am going to deal with a new chapter of chemistry, that is metals and nonmetals. You know, metals and nonmetals are the different types of elements which differ from each other in various properties, that is physical properties or chemical properties. Metals have a certain set of physical properties that can be distinguished from the nonmetals. There are characteristic features of metals which will be studied here. You know, physical properties. What is difference between physical property and chemical property? Physical property means the properties which can be studied without changing the composition. We want to study the features of substance without changing the composition, without altering the composition of the material. Such type of properties are called physical properties. Let us start it with the state of metals. Mostly the metals exist, first property, that is a state. A state means the form in which they exist at room temperature. Room temperature means 25 degrees Celsius temperature or 298 Kelvin. So, at physical properties, under physical properties, we will study about the state, color and malleability, ductility and so many things. First of all, I start with a state. Most of the metals are solid at room temperature. Solid, most of them are solid at room temperature. The only metal exception, the only metal which exists in a liquid state is the mercury, Hg. It is the metal having liquid state at room temperature. Two other metals, cesium and gallium, exist in solid state at room temperature, but slightly higher than this, that is at 30 degrees Celsius temperature. These metals can be melted just by keeping the metals in our hand. We know that our body temperature is, normal body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. So, when we keep the metals like gallium and cesium in our hands, these two metals get melted. So, at 30 degrees Celsius, these metals can be found in a liquid state. Now, another features of the metals is the density. Density. What do we mean by density? Density means the mass per unit volume. Mass per unit volume means mass of unit volume of a material is called its density. Metals have generally high density, means their densities are higher than that of water. but the exceptions among them are sodium and potassium. Their densities are very less. You will be wondered to know that when sodium is put in water, it floats above the surface of water. It means what? The density of sodium is less than water. In the same way, the density of potassium is also less as compared to the water or any other materials. So, such metals have low density. Third one is the color. Color means the appearance of metals just by observing with our naked eyes. Most of the metals are silvery gray in color. The two metals, that is gold and copper, are colored. What do you mean by this observation? Means gold is yellowish in color, whereas copper is reddish brown. All other metals in its pure form are shiny metals. They have silvery gray color and no other colors like yellow, orange, red and other things. Now, fourth one is the rigidity. What do you mean by rigidity? Rigidity means the ability to remain in its own state, means ability to remain in its original state, means it opposes any change brought in its original state. This is called rigidity. So, metals are rigid. They are mostly solids, and you know solid materials have rigid structure. They have fixed volume, shape and size. That is why they are difficult to deform without any large impact or efforts. So, such type of property is called rigidity. So, metals are rigid, but two metals, potassium and sodium, are not very rigid. They can be compressed easily. So, next one is the compressibility. Metals are not compressible because most of them are solid. Even liquid state is also incompressible. That is why mercury may not be compressed to reduced volume. If we apply force on it, it cannot be reduced to a smaller volume. That is why metals are incompressible. Next one is the surface area, means next one is metallic luster. Metallic luster. What do you mean by metallic luster? Metallic luster means the shiny appearance of the exposed surface of metals. If metals are present in pure form, pure state, it appears shiny. glazing, and this shiny appearance of metals is called metallic luster. Although most of the metals are found to be dull in color, it is due to the formation of thin layer of their oxides when exposed to air. So, under natural conditions they gradually form a thin coating of metallic oxides, that is why the metallic luster gets disappeared. But if we have a fresh metal, that is pure metal, then the free surface of the pure metal appears shiny. So, this shiny appearance of metals is called metallic luster. The metallic luster of sodium and potassium is not so bright as other metals are there. Now, next property is sixth one, ringing sound. Or it is known as sonority, sonority or sonorosity. Sonority. Sonority is another property of metals that can be observed by most of the metals. That is, when the metals are hit with hard materials, it produces a ringing sound, means tinkling. It is also known as tinkling sound. So, tan tan jhan jhan, like the sound of metals, is called tinkling sound. Okay. Now, sonorosity. Another property is the ductility or ductility. Ductility means ability to draw, ability to be drawn into a thin wire. It is called ductility. So, it is the property by which a metals can be drawn into thin wires. So, metals are ductile. Most of the metals can be drawn into thin wires. Exceptions are mercury, sodium and potassium. These cannot be drawn into a thin wire. So, metals, except these few metals, most of the metals are ductile, they can be drawn into thin wires. Okay. Next one is malleability. Malleability. It is the property by which metals